My name is Mark Sanchez. I'm 30 years old, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
My name is Azadeh, and I'm 23 years old, and I'm also from Dallas, Texas.
We met each other at a friend's birthday party on June 4th of this year. Our plans were, well, at least I had intended on getting her number that night, and somehow we wound up getting separated. So fortunately, I wasn't, able to get her number. I was able to come across her information through a friend's birthday who I had went to see that evening. And before she gave me her number, she had to check with Azadeh.
Which I gave her the A-OK on getting the number. And then a few days after that, we hung out at the pool, which was our first date. Very, very just relaxed and easygoing, you know.
So yeah, we had hung out. We had hung out. With initially was going to be just at the pool. Wound up meeting up with some friends for dinner there that evening, and stayed up all night talking. Really had a good first date. Couldn't ask for a better first date. And went out again that Thursday, and then that weekend she had took a vacation to Miami.
I went to Miami that weekend, and then I wasn't even in Miami for 24 hours, and my family called me and told me that my brother had passed away. So immediately I came home, and when I came home, I told Mark, that my brother had passed, and most people would, kind of run away from that situation, especially being just a few days, of us having our first date, and the fact that he was so supportive and just, really there for me when not many people were, was, just really touched me. And from the beginning, he held a very special place in my heart, from the very beginning of our relationship.
Well, it was really difficult, being, to be being the outside looking in and knowing that the last thing she was interested in was boys at the time, and I wanted to be as supportive as possible, but yet at the same time give her and her family the opportunity to grieve. So from time to time I would send the occasional inspirational text message, and she would let me know that it was well taken, and eventually she reached out to me and we started hanging out again, but really from a friendship basis, more than anything. Obviously there was an attraction, but nothing at that time was more important than her and her family's needs. So
and now we're engaged 3 months later.
But
okay,
I guess we came across it's okay. No, I guess we came across the idea to audition for The Amazing Race. We had in an effort to get her mind just in a different place, I suggested we go to Los Angeles. And on June 3rd, July 3rd, we had tried to get on a 7:30 flight out of Dallas, which we had planned the week before, but for whatever reason, we weren't able to leave Dallas-Fort Worth until 8 hours later. And at the plane, on the plane, I looked at her and I said, have you ever seen that show Amazing Race? I said, I bet you we'd be pretty good at it, because waiting in an airport for 8 hours, we weren't bickering or anything. We just made the best of those 7 hours. And I guess
that's exactly what I thought too. We were trying to get on earlier flights and whatnot, and I know in the show that's what they do. To get to that place faster, is to get on an earlier flight than most. And of course, we weren't too successful in getting on an earlier flight that day, but definitely the thought came to my mind that would be perfect for that show, and it's funny how we both thought that.
Yeah, and then ironically, a few weeks later, we're laying in bed watching the local ABC affiliate, and along the bottom the banner says Amazing Race Auditions at Honda of Louisville, and I tell her, I said, that's a sign. I said, we need to go do it. So we...
It was CBS affiliate.
Oh, the CBS.
Yeah, it's not ABC.
Yeah, the CBS affiliate.
We were watching Dr. Phil.
And I said we need to go do it. It was a sign, so we went and auditioned. We filled out the application, picked a couple of pictures out of a bunch that we've taken together, and we submitted an application. And then Jamie called us on Friday before her 23rd birthday.
Yes, she did.
And I guess like Azadeh touched on, we were engaged, very happy. We've lived together here for just starting this month, but really since we've met each other, we've pretty much been connected at the hip.
And pretty much, I think would be really good for this show, because we're both multicultural and bilingual, and have a good sense of, you know, other cultures and other languages. And also, I think it'd be perfect because, you know, it's kind of putting our relationship on a, not testing our relationship, but definitely testing out our relationship. And I think that's something that,
See how
you know, definitely see how it goes and, you know, what can happen from that. So I think that's definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think the excuse me, I definitely think the multicultural aspect of our relationship is going to work favorable, you know, with Azadeh knowing Farsi and speaking and understanding Farsi, and myself speaking and understanding Spanish.
I can actually say that in Farsi if they want me to.
Go ahead.
من اعتقاد دارم که فارسی حرف زدن و فهمیدن فارسی مزیت رقابتی تو این بازی Amazing Race دارم.
Creo que ser capaz de hablar y entender el idioma de español nos va a dar una ventaja competitiva en el juego Amazing Race.
So that's a little, you know, on my Farsi, his Spanish, you know, kind of sample for you guys.
Well, I hope this video goes a long way with the individuals in charge of casting and the producers of the Amazing Race. You know, we'd love to compliment the show. We think we'd definitely be great entertainers. At the same time, great competitors. But I guess you know, I guess the worst case scenario, we, you know, we believe with what we came with, and that's, you know, our love for one another. So.
Definitely.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.